I was a shy and introverted kid, the oldest of 3 brothers. I kept to myself and did not have a crazy imagination. In the spring of 1986, I was 4 years old. My family moved from a small trailer to their very first home in town. They were now homeowners, and I was very excited to have my own room. My room was downstairs in the basement. My little brother's room was right next door. This was not your traditional spooky basement, well, with the exception of the furnace. When you are 4 years old, furnaces are just scary, and the noises they make can take on a life of their own. I did not know it at the time, but the people we bought the house from claimed that the house was haunted. One of the prior owners, an old woman, had supposedly passed away in the home. According to them, she used to rock in her rocking chair by the window and watch the neighborhood kids play sports on the street. They told my parents that on quiet nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the creaking of her rocking chair. I did not know this at the time, but then why would my parents tell me about it? I was just a kid. One night as I lay asleep, I was awakened by the sound of singing. A peaceful feeling came over me, until I came to realize that I was the only one in the room. I was facing the wall, and I could see a glow. Something was shining brightly on the opposite side of my room. I instantly became terrified, too terrified to move or scream. I somehow worked up the nerve to turn around. What I saw in my closet I will never forget. There, in my closet, was a woman with big eyes and orange, flowing hair. She was singing in a language that I did not understand. I turned my back to the wall in what must have been a split second. I did not want to look at her. Scared witless, I laid there, looking at the wall for what must have felt like hours. I eventually worked up the nerve and sprung out of my bed and bolted out of my room. I made sure I did not turn my head to look at her again. I screamed all the way upstairs. I did not know if she would chase me. I remember that terrible feeling while running up the stairs, that she may grab at my feet. When I got to my parents' room, my dad was very upset. My mom seemed scared and concerned for me. They came downstairs with me. By the time they got to my room and turned on the light, she was long gone. Was this the ghost of the old woman? A young version of herself? Shortly after the incident, my parents decided that I should have my brother share a room with me. I never did see her again. I remember thinking she might visit me after 10 years. Age 14 came and went without seeing her. Age 24, 34, nothing. I don't really have an answer for what I saw that night. I am prepared to admit that it could have just all been a wild dream. But what a vivid dream it must have been, if it was a dream at all.